Yeah. Hit the like button. Yeah.
All this time.
Yeah, we back in here. Well, everybody hit the like button. We back like cook crack. $25 live stream goal. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. $25 keeps me on 2 hours. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Or super chat, super sticker, dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Even though YouTube take 30% off the top and make me wait 30 days to get it. Get into this ridiculous nonsense.
Well, being in Atlanta all this time and then going to Nashville, where it's predominantly white. One, they go home at 5 and 6 o'clock when they're producing because they go home to their families. Being a country singer, if you are a singer in country music, you're a man. If you are not married, it is not respected. Family is respected in country music in that space. But in our space, we are singing about side chicks. We are glorifying a lot of women. That's not what happens in Nashville. You can't call a woman a bitch a hoe in Nashville because they'll never even listen to your music and your professional career will suffer. At what point in the Black community do our men create real homes?
There's plenty of Black men out there who want to create real homes and get married and do the wholesome right thing. Y'all ain't checking for them. Were you checking for those dudes in high school? Were you checking for those dudes in college? Of course not, because they was corny, lame, and square. There's been plenty of dudes who tried to holler at you who would have came home at 5 and been a good man to you. You didn't want them dudes. You wanted the rappers, drug dealers, ballers, scammers, entertainers. You know the type that they go for. Dudes who are clearly players, dudes who already had 3 kids, about 3 different baby mamas when you met them, and then you get pregnant by them and you think you're gonna be a wholesome family. Black women do not like stand-up, good, righteous, wholesome men. That's not up for debate. So if you wanna lay down with Pookie, don't be mad when Pookie do Pookie things. They love bad boys, but then wanna cry when bad boys do bad things.
Real homes. And even talking, just our first time talking, and you said you didn't even mean for that to happen. Life happens. I'm not here to judge life. I'm looking at a successful black man that has the ability to literally turn the narrative on black family. You know?
No, he doesn't. He's one man. There's plenty of black celebrities who are married and have intact families. What Cam Newton do isn't gonna single-handedly change the perspective or change the narrative or save black people. So even if Cam Newton get with a woman and marry her and have some kids, that ain't gonna change the ills going on in the black community, and that ain't gonna make every black person get married and have kids and be a wholesome family. You sound dumb as fuck. No, Cam Newton does not have that power. The fuck are you talking about?
Turn the narrative on black family. You know? And my grandfather, I watch my uncles and everything. My whole family, they're married. I'm not the girl who didn't see what a man creating a black family is supposed to be. So I'm asking right now, black men, black men to really step up for black women.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Life starts with a black woman's decision to have sex with a man. Black families start with a black woman's decision to have sex with a particular man. Women gatekeep sex, so therefore women gatekeep childbirth. So we have to look at both sides. We can't just say men aren't creating black families. There's plenty of things black women are doing to destroy their own families. Well, look, they're having babies with dudes who are the least likely to be wholesome husbands. So that's the first step. And then they're doing a bunch of toxic shit and being toxic in the relationship that sabotage the relationship. So yeah, the lack of black wholesome families, if I had to put it more on one gender, I would put it more on black women. Cause sex don't happen unless a black woman decide that sex gonna happen. So if all the black women in the hood stop fucking street niggas right now, and all the black women in the hood start chasing the black corny dudes who get good grades and shit, then problem be solved. And if black women not only fuck those dudes and had babies by 'em, but did everything in their power to stay with that man, then the problem will be solved. Look, let me just be very clear. Every woman know who the good dude is. They're just not sexually attracted to him. That's the problem. Every woman, every girl and woman on the planet from 12 up know who the nice guy is who would never do anything wrong to him and be the best husband and best father. They're a post bomb. They ignore 90% of men and then wave they ignore 90% of men and then wave their finger at the apparent bad boys that he didn't become Dr. Huxtable. All of these women knew the exact guy who they could have made a wholesome family with. They wanted nothing to do with it. They would rather become damaged baby mamas than start a family with somebody who they knew from the jump was a really wholesome good dude. They would they rather take their chance on Pookie, Ray, Ray, scammer, bad boy player type dude. Gangbanger, drug dealer, rapper. You know the types. You know the types. They're like, yeah, I know it's probably not a great chance we gonna work out and be a wholesome family, but hey, I ain't giving no baby to no cornball. Yeah, I'm putting all the blame on you bitches. Bad men will always exist, but y'all don't gotta keep sleeping with them. So until black women stop sleeping with bad boys, scammers, drug dealers, gangbangers, and all that, then I don't want to hear this shit. And I don't take your tears serious at all. You're a joke. This is the same woman that said men aren't good people because they cheat. And then the interviewer asked her seconds later, well, have you ever cheated? And she said, yeah. She's a joke. So women aren't good people by your logic because women cheat roughly at the same rate as men. It's like 5% difference.
Black men to really step up for black women and create families.
Yep.
It's really not cool. Black
Can we talk about all the things you did that really wasn't cool? Can we talk about that? Weren't you a stripper? Hold on. Let's do some research. She could have easily just got a job. That wasn't cool. She was a stripper. Up stripper who got a BBL. Talking about wholesome families. Cut it out, lady. There's nothing wholesome about you. You're the type that would have cheated on a wholesome man. Even if I think she got a kid. Whoever she got a kid with, even if he was a stand-up dude and did everything right, you probably would have cheated on him or sabotaged the relationship. I don't want to hear it, bitch. In order for the black family to in order for the black family to in order for the black family to be intact, black women need to play a submissive role. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to submit to a wholesome, righteous man who don't got street swag and might not make $10 million a year? Are you willing to do that? Okay, well, shut the fuck up then. Until black women are willing to shut the fuck up and play their submissive role, I don't want to hear no crying about the black family not being intact. What up, Sheila? Can you imagine? Like, hold on. Has she ever even been married? Because hold on. I don't think she's ever been married. Oh shit! We just got a $25 donation. Hold on. BBL having tatted up a ex BBL having, if that even makes sense, tatted up ex stripper trying to sit on somebody's couch and be on the moral high ground and tell them what they should do with their life and who they should marry. Stop it, lady. Stop it. Everybody shout out Doug. He just donated $25. I gotta read that super chat. So we on for 2 hours. Buckle up for a long night. Uh, shit. Right. Okay, shout out to Doug. He says, I'm on that stream. Wait. All right. Shout out to Doug. He says, I'm on that stream sponsor ish. And I really appreciate it. Keep telling it like it is, my bro. American black women are the worst women on the planet. Facts. Not all, but most. Maybe 80%. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the percentage is, but I feel very confident saying at least 80%. Bunch of weaved up, tatted baby mamas, no accountability ever. Save yourself, black man. Facts. Facts, 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 facts. This for you, Doug.
That's a hard nigga. It's the happiest day of my life, is what I'm saying.
Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it.
You a gangster now. I'm winning any motherfucking way. I can't lose.
Look, look, this woman is a Jezebel. She has the Jezebel spirit residing it. She has the Jezebel spirit residing within her. Tits out. You too old to have your tits out. These women don't know how to grow up and mature. All they got is look at my body. And that's just sad at these advanced stages. They don't know how to develop a mature style as they age. So they just go to their bread and butter. Maybe if I just have my tits hanging out, people will take me serious then. That's their main value in their eyes. It's not men telling them that's their main value. They're telling themselves that. Oh my goodness. This woman has made all the wrong decisions in life consistently for decades. And now she want to sit on this fucking chair like she's some type of relationship guru or black family specialist or something. Like shut up. You had every opportunity in the world since you were 18 to marry a wholesome dude and start a wholesome family.
Black men are attacking black women. And it's not cool. They're not creating homes. They're creating babies everywhere. It's not cool.
Well, most most black men don't have kids. So statistically speaking, this is false. Most of the kids in the black community come from like a smaller percentage of men. Like 20% of black men are creating all these broken homes. It's not black men at large. So this is just it's just a lie. This is just a lie. Typical. It's just a flat out fucking lie. A old tired narrative that just isn't true. And she talking about Cam changing the narrative. Bitches like you keep the fake narrative going. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look. What percentage of black men are married? Okay. 34%. A third of black men are married. What percentage of black men have kids? Okay. Really? Hold on. Okay. Another stat. I could be wrong. 72%. Okay, so half of those are married. Or I don't know if that's accurate. It don't even fucking matter. Look, I got multiple points I can make on this. Life starts, I'm gonna say it again. Life starts with the black well, we're talking about blacks. The blacks. life starts Black life starts with the black woman's decision to lay down with a man sexually. Point blank period. So if black men are doing X, Y, and Z to all these black women, then maybe black women should vet better. Right. Chris says, yeah, black women are so educated, but they can't figure out that, Pookie with a 10-page rap sheet isn't going to be a good dad and a wholesome husband. How about this? How about this, black women? This will fix the problem completely. How about you keep your legs closed until you get married? Problem solved. Problem solved. Don't carry before you're married. Point blank, period.
It's not cool. And I'm asking you, other successful black men, to be, you have to set an example as leads. The cute social media back and forth on black women. Black women are strong. Black women are where you come from, this and that. So there probably isn't any sympathy for you and just life happening because there's so many other things around you going on that are not fair to black women. What is going on with the black family? We are consistently creating the cycle of kids who can't come home and see their daddy there. And they see their mama sad at night. At what point is the successful black man in this world going to step in and
Why you keep talking about successful black men? Because those are the only type of men y'all care about. Why you not just talking about black men in general? Because let's be honest, you don't see black men who aren't successful as human. She don't want to go in on that though. She don't want to dive in on that. Why won't you rich black men marry us and start families with us? Because you bitches ain't worth it. That's why. I'm not saying Cam Newton isn't to blame for whatever all the broken families he created, but after the second baby mama, we got to start blaming the women completely. Like you knew what he was when you met him.
in and really create structure? I see white men doing it every day. I get to witness the best of both worlds every day. Getting on stage singing R&B, being here in Atlanta, I get to sing R&B, but then I get to go to Nashville and be like, you mean you ain't staying out till 6 in the morning? You gonna go home to your family? You gonna write this song and leave at 5 and 6 because you gonna take care of your family and your wife? At what point? At what point do the successful black men build black families? We ain't gonna ever have a black family if y'all don't do it. We're never gonna have it.
So it only take one person to cultivate and maintain a black family. It's all on the men, huh? Oh my goodness. This is disgusting. The lack of accountability is just disgusting. You destroyed the black family to begin with. Do you want to go back to the 60s? Never mind. Who sold out the black family to begin with? Never mind.
We're never gonna have it. It's just not gonna happen. So if your mentality is, yes, things happen, and I'm not knocking you for that. I didn't come here for that. But at what point do you take that black woman? Do you be at a home and show your kids what it's like? You know, at what point do you take a grip to it, not make excuses for it or mantras and things like that? It is so unfair to black women who have been the strength and builders of so many things.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep rolling,
true.
but,
This is not doesn't even make sense.
A destroyer of so many things. Black men, black children, human decency, decorum, class, sophistication, the destroyer of so many things. Nobody believes this bullshit that black women kick about being so strong and building everything, and nobody believes it because it's not in people's reality day to day. I'm not saying no black woman has ever did anything productive, but as a whole, fuck no. Fucking cussing and just being a complete disgrace and not giving a fuck. That's who most black women are in America. Destroying shit, fighting, being ratchet, having a bunch of babies out of wedlock. That's your group identity.
builders of so many things. And I know life happens. You can't be with somebody you don't want to be with or whatever. But my grandparents did it. My grandfather, 92, died when he was 92, my best friend. I never seen another type of man. That's why I've turned down 3 rings. Because they wasn't like my grandpa.
Here we go! Here the fuck we go! Here the fuck we go!
Some dumbass shit. Hold on, man. That's some.
Are you fucking serious, ho? Like, look, like his. Let him genuinely talk. You'll see real fast, like, oh my god, this bitch is dumb as hell.
So if they wasn't like your grandpa, why the did you date him so long to the point where it got to a proposal? You stayed with him long enough for it to get to a proposal, but they wasn't like your grandpa, so you turned it down. I'm tired of women thinking that turning down proposals is a flex. It just shows how goofy you are. You should be able to tell that a guy not like your grandpa within a few dates. So if that was your standard, no man who wasn't if that was your standard, there should have been no man who wasn't like your grandpa who got your pussy. That was probably bad grammar, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. If you so strong and you so smart and yada yada yada, you should be able to say every guy I've ever slept with was like my grandpa. But it didn't work out for X, Y, and Z. But that would be the next question. Well, why didn't it work out? And yeah, the more important question is, are you like your grandma? I can tell you right now, you weren't. I'm pretty sure your grandma didn't get a BBL. I'm pretty sure your grandma didn't have some big ass tattoo on her arm. Your grandma come on national TV with her yits out? Highly doubt it. So I don't want to hear those comparisons, bitch. So I don't want to hear those comparisons. Your grandpa would have never married a woman like you. Flat out.
Because they wasn't like my grandpa. My grandfather raised 9 kids on his own because my grandmama died before I could even meet her. What point are our black men going to stop the bullshit, the social media shit, and all of that?
Never. The type of guys you like, never, because they don't have good character. You prioritize money, swag, and all this other shit, height, over character. So women who do that deserve to keep getting played and made baby mamas.
Social media shit and all of that, and build black homes. If we don't build black homes, we can't depend on white folk to build black homes. So when you see somebody like your significant other who clearly loves you, and it's all these black women rooting for her, rooting for you, they want you to build a black home. That's their anger. They don't know you. They can't judge you for anything else. They want you being who you are, being attractive, being successful. They want you to take hold and solidify and build a black home. That's not saying you're not taking care of the kids you have, because clearly you are, and you love your kids. Taking care of your kids and building a home is 2 different things.
Broads ain't worth being with and living with. You're unbearable. I totally can get why he don't want to build a home with a black woman, cause he moving around. You know, he busy moving around, and all she gonna do is nag and bitch, and you ain't home enough, and did I see you with a bitch and all that? It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Look, I'll just pay you off, bitch, and just leave me alone, and let me see my kids when I want to see my kids, and just leave me alone. Professional athletes and rappers aren't husband material. How about that? So what's more important? You living a certain lifestyle or getting a so what's more important? You getting a certain lifestyle or you getting a wholesome dude who gonna make you a wife and do it right? We know the answer to that. Or what if he don't got good D? We know black women prioritize good D over character and building a wholesome family. Black women black women prioritize everything over building a wholesome, righteous family. Good D, swag, money. Do he know how to dress good? Can he beat a nigga ass if somebody try me? Y'all prioritize all that over building a healthy, happy, wholesome family. Oh, how could I forget? How could I forget? And social media attention. Yeah, you put that above building a wholesome family as well.
It's two different things. At what point are we going to stop these back and forths? Oh, this type of woman don't say nothing to me about that. Well, guess what? You're just weak. Like, you want a strong woman around you. And I'm sorry.
You're not strong. You're not strong. You're not strong. You're just bitchy. There's a difference. And modern women don't know the difference. You're not strong. You're just bitchy and masculine. Well, that's a whole nother conversation. Oh, you just weak if you don't want a combative woman. No, that's not true. It's a silly thing to say. Actually, you're strong for not accepting a combative woman.
Like, you want a strong woman around you. And I'm sorry. Like, black women have just, that we get copied from hair to body to everything. Black women are the most unloved individuals in America.
As they should be. As they should be. They're the least likable and the least lovable based on the way they conduct themselves, how they talk, how they treat people. That's how it should be. And all was right with God. Copying their hair. Is that a black woman hairstyle or is that a white woman hairstyle? Last time I checked, black women's natural hair texture ain't nothing like what you wearing right now. You're a joke. You're a complete joke. If you're gonna sit there and talk about how other cultures copy your hairstyle, you need to be sitting there in the fro. Some braids or something. This bitch is a joke, y'all.
Individuals in America, but the ones who have built.
The most mimicked.
Most mimic. Good or bad mimic, you know? But we looking to you. We looking to you. A successful black man, we are looking to you to change the narrative. And when you don't, it becomes, go on that show and tear his ass up.
I receive that. And nothing but a white flag, because I have been guilty. But if we're going to have this conversation,
Let's
how we
have
need to
it.
have this conversation, just like you're holding me accountable,
Hold me accountable.
I need black women to hold themselves.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Oh, I need to see that next clip. I love that he said that. I thought he was just gonna sit there and just be a punk and get berated and not say nothing on his own show. Oh my goodness. I need black women to hold themselves accountable. Oh, I need that next clip. Oh my goodness. I was wondering if that was coming. When did this drop? 2 days ago? I want to see that next clip. Need that next clip. Let's see. Speechless.
When me and Jazz was dating, one of the most memorable conversations that we had was, my heart goes out to Kia.
Yeah.
That's what she told me.
But that's real, right?
No, it's real, right?
Okay.
But here it goes. You seen Friday After Next.
Uh-huh.
And you're like, you don't know Baby D. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's the little boy in me.
Yeah.
You feel me? And stay with me. And I'm like, you don't know Kia. Keep her name out your mouth.
Okay.
I was in defense mode. As we kept dating, she said it again. And she would say it regularly. She's like, man, my heart goes out to Kia.
See?
And this is after she met Lorena. She was like, yo, like, man, Lorena cool, though. I can see what you saw. And that's cool. And we've had multiple interactions. And like, she knows what my expectations for setting standards and boundaries for everybody. She just knows the type of individual that I am. And knowing that, my date history was when I did not understand what came with the success. I wanted it all. Hear this. I grew up in the church.
Okay.
My father's a preacher. My parents have been together for 39 years.
Ooh. Okay.
So I know what right from wrong is, or what that structure looks like. I just didn't choose it. I just didn't choose right. Not to say that at the journey, as the journey was happening, I wasn't trying to make that right with my situation.
Yeah.
At the time. Kia, that I'm saying.
Okay.
So
The first baby.
the first baby mother.
Okay.
Because man, we caught like COVID in 2020. I mean, inseparable. Just man.
That's the best way.
You feel me? Like, bro, we jumped off the porch and was just like inseparable. And then that's where she was like, I can't stay with you because I gotta go take care of my daughter. I was like, man, look, we gonna make this.
They was going to pick up on that whole accountability point. So let's do this. We own 2 hours tonight. Fuck it. I'm hungry though, so let me find something to play real quick. I'll be back.
Having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
Did you know that 36% of people in relationships admit to cheating on their partner? That's not the amount of people who's cheating. That's the people that admit that they're cheating on their partner. So
Before I even go upstairs, I need the likes up. Y'all disrespecting my platform. Hold on. Well, it's not that bad, but yeah, let's still get the likes up. Let's get the likes up, y'all. Let's get the motherfucking likes up. So yeah, let's get the donations up too. I mean, we already met goal, but I want some more donations. You know, Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat, or super chat, super sticker. All right, I'll be right back.
admit that they're cheating on their partner. So I'm telling you now, it's like 60%. 60%. And people wonder why we are like on edge, like we're anxiety, we're like, what the fuck are you lot doing? Like, and where do you find the time? Like, who literally has time to be going out and cheating?
Can't really say for sure, but if I was to guess, I would say people who go around cheating, which are 1 in 5, and that makes them 20%, not 36%, not 60%. Not even sure where we came out with the 60%, but when it comes to the 36%, maybe we should stop listening to some lunatic who has their own idea. It all started with this wonderful lady here who wrote an article on a website that is supposed to help you write your own resume and find a job. A website called resume.io that again, their main focus should be helping you find a job. Not to tell you that based on the job you're going to choose, you're more or less likely to cheat on your partner.
In the video that this is referring to, this man says he dates younger women because they have less trauma and less emotional baggage. If a young woman is attracted to an older man, that's indicative of emotional baggage and trauma. Because young women aren't going to be attracted to an older man if they had a healthy connection with their father. If their dad was around and present, emotionally, physically, whatever, they are not going to schmexualize an older man. They're going to think an older man is gross because they have an older man in their lives who there's no schmexualization going on. If their fathers are not present emotionally, physically, or whatever, they're going to go seeking that type of connection, and it's going to get very confusing and murky for them because they didn't have that experience in their home of what that healthy connection to an older man should be.
So much wisdom, you must be a therapist for sure. How much older are we talking about? Because from 3 years older to 20 years older, it's quite a big difference. Also, when it comes to her age, her being 22 or 28, also a big difference. And what do you mean issues and trauma? You're all healing yourself, loving yourself, being on a healing journey. How much longer you need to be on a healing journey? If you're 35, you've been on it for the last 15 years. Do you ever reach the end of your journey? And if you did, well, let's face it, you didn't, but if you did, is it okay then for you to date someone older than you by, let's say, 5 years?
When you understand your need for embodied pleasure, you actually have more room for what you're calling in. Because you understand that you can't really go after your desires, your relationships, your goals, if you are not nourished from the inside out, from your own relationship to yourself. That's kind of a radical idea in Western capitalism because we are taught to consume. And within patriarchy, heteronormative patriarchy, we are definitely taught to place all of our energy and self-worth in a man that is supposed to choose us and save the day. So when you inverse that and you say, actually, my own self-touch, my own inner dialogue, my own way of showing up for my body consistently through these minute practices that I'm slowly sharing on my page.
Oh, you're selling courses. Now it all makes sense because I'm pretty sure that was the English you spoke, and yet for some weird reason I don't speak that language. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm all for my own self touch, but people say you go blind if you overdo it.
Do you want to know one of my secrets to looking young in my 40s?
Botox, fillers, makeup, filters.
It's because I didn't get married.
I'm going to say something that's probably going to piss some people off, so brace yourselves. Men tell women to enjoy being alone because that's men's biggest fear. But for women, that's a normal thing.
Yes, thank you. Finally, someone said it. Women are so much happier being single because men can't. I would never trust anyone that says women are so much happier being single. But when it's followed by because men can't, I'm willing to bet no money on it because even I'm not that dumb. If you're a young lady listening to this, be careful with the evil queens, especially if they're on TikTok. Because once they reach a certain age, it's youth and beauty they hate the most, even more than they hate men. You're not careful for a second, she'll be right next to you trying to feed you an apple that is not really good to take a bite from.
But what they won't tell you is how safe you'll feel walking around Bucharest, Romania.
Yeah, it's bananas. People here were never told that it's not safe for them to walk outside. Either way, you need to live.
And the majority of the people I see walking alone here are women. If you're unsure about traveling to Romania, I say do it. I've only been to Bucharest and I absolutely love it. It's so beautiful. The people are so friendly. There are no crowds whatsoever. And obviously, I feel super safe.
People need to come. No, I'll say do it. No, absolutely not. No, we have our own problems without you adding to them. No, no, people should not come here.
I stopped doing these 3 things and dropped 15 pounds without even trying. I talk about weight loss actually being easy because I believe it can be easy. And this is coming from someone who spent literally like 14 years of my life trying to lose weight, making it super difficult, and then changing a few things and suddenly dropping a ton of weight. Keep my weight loss guide because it will help you if you need it. But just to give you some pointers, 1, I stopped bringing food with me just in case I got hungry, or eating when I wasn't hungry just in case I wouldn't be able to get food when I was out. Like, I was so afraid of the feeling of hunger that I was eating before I was hungry just in case I would get hungry. Like, girl, it's not that big of a deal.
Crazy, right? Burn more calories than you put into your body. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Don't have a donut on you just in case you're gonna be craving donuts. Don't eat when you're not hungry just in case you're gonna get hungry later. Do people really do that?
You understand that the man or bear debate was not about men that we know and trust, right? Like, you understand that. It wasn't, would you rather be in the woods with a bear or your husband or your brother or your dad? It's, would you rather be alone in the woods with a bear or a man you don't know? Because we have to assume that it's all men that we don't know. I know that my husband or my dad or some of my best friends that are men are not going to hurt me. I don't know that about a random man. Because odds are, not great.
Well, someone to comfort the team and married this one.
So many things I could touch on. The piercings, the Harley Quinn hair, the tattoos, the fact that she's married but got a lot of guy best friends. Actually, the odds are in your favor. I'm pretty sure most men aren't plurderers and grapists. I mean, even if we said 10% are, that's still a 90% chance nothing's gonna happen to you. Fucking idiot.
Wonderful lady can never say that's not great for the rest of us. Oh, but of course, not the men we know, just a random man we don't know. You mean your husband before the two of you met? You mean your dad when he's gonna be used as an example by some other wonderful lady who hasn't met him? Or your brother in the same scenario? Yeah, good point, princess.
So apparently, if you keep to yourself and you don't bother people, it bothers people.
No, I still don't believe in the whole blonde.
I can testify when it come to that. Because at all my jobs, I pretty much keep to myself, do my job, and go home. And motherfuckers just, oh my goodness, they just couldn't take it. They just couldn't take it, y'all.
Girl stereotype, but it always is a blonde girl.
So how do you break through someone's high guard? One way is to go for the body, but he can just tuck his elbows.
Right then, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night. But for now, let's
Hello?
Oh, hi, Kendra.
Hey, girl, you got good light. I like this. Woo, you got good light. What's your name, baby?
Micah,
Micah, where you calling me from?
Peoria, Illinois.
Area, Illinois. Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Area, Illinois. How old are you?
51.
Okay, 51. You got pink eyeshadow?
Yeah.
Okay, ooh, 51. What you do for a living, honey?
I'm a personal assistant.
Personal assistant.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Now let's be clear. Kendra was throwing shade at the pink eyeshadow. And Iron Nose Ring Chronicles. Iron Nose Ring Chronicles. Metal in her face. Yeah, she's a disgrace. Iron Nose Ring Chronicles. So here's my thing. She's a personal assistant. Well, what does that mean? That's one of those prostitute cover titles. I'm a personal assistant. To who? Like you can help your mama around the house and call yourself a personal assistant. I don't know. I'll let it ride. But yeah, Kendra was definitely throwing shade at the pink eyeshadow. And yes, eyeshadow is crazy work. Pink eyeshadow is definitely crazy work though.
I'm a personal assistant.
Personal assistant. Do you have any
Mhm.
kids?
I have two,
How old are your two kids?
14 and 31.
14 and 31. Both by the same man?
No,
No. Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
Aries.
Have you ever been married?
How old is this lady? 14 and 31.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, 51. What you do for a living, honey?
I'm a personal assistant.
Personal assistant. Do you have any
Mhm.
kids?
I have two,
How old are your two kids?
14 and 31.
14 and 31. Both by the same man?
No,
No. Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
Aries.
Have you ever been married?
Yeah.
When'd you get divorced?
2013.
Okay. So 12 years ago?
Yep.
Was you married to one of your kids' fathers?
Yes. My 14-year-old.
The 14-year-old. Okay. So
Yeah.
we got Micah, Peoria, Excuse me, Micah Peoria, 51. Personal assistant. Mom of 2 kids, by 2 men, was once married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
No games. Like, I am so over the games.
You know how many times I hear this shit? You know Bitch, you old. Stop trying to act like you this fragile little butterfly. You getting older, and don't nobody want your old bitter ass. That is what it's about. Like, aging is a hard thing for women to come around to and to accept. That's a hard thing. Have you ever watched a fucking Cinderella movie where it be some old bitch and a prince come out on his horse and carriage to an old bitch and say, hey, here's the glass slipper, I want to take you off. She skated by the first 30 years. Didn't even have to put any effort in, right? But she's getting older now. She's older. And that's where all, you can't manipulate me. That's where all this shit. She still thinks that just because she's still getting likes, I still got it. Bitch, no, you don't. Because if you got it, you would get what you want.
So let's talk about it. She don't want to play games no more. Ma'am, that's the stage of your life you're at now. How many games did you play over the years? Tattoo on your titty, rings in your nose, and on your fucking eyebrow. Look, red flag women can't help but to wear their red flags on the surface. Tats and piercings and pink eyeshadow. She's trying to let you know she's a bullshit person. I don't hate her, but it's just true. This is one of those many cases where you can kind of judge a book by its cover. I mean, I wouldn't treat her bad if I met her in real life, unless she start treating me bad. But I mean, just based on a dating show, based on my judgment from her being on a dating show, the answer would be fuck no to anybody I like. Like, yo, should you reach out to her? Fuck no. Oh my goodness, man. That's all that's left for you is games. I mean, I could tell you're not wife material, even though you've been married before. You're not wife material. You're not serious relationship material. You had 2 kids by 2 different men, couldn't figure it out, plus countless other men you dated and fucked with and had flings with. At this point, you've been on the dating market for over 30 years. If you couldn't figure out how to make a serious relationship work with a man, 30 years on the dating market, it's time to accept that a serious relationship just isn't for you. So all that is left is games. Just accept your position. The next dude you talk to say, look, you don't got to play games with me. I'm just looking to be a permanent side piece and we just have a good rapport and hang out from time to time. And if I need $20, slide me $20. Just accept that as your fate. You'll be a lot happier.
Games. Like, I am so over the games. Somebody that can hold a decent conversation and mentally stimulate me first.
Okay. All right. What are your deal breakers?
Nobody that is getting out of jail.
You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious.
Robert, stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all trying to kill me. You killing me, man.
Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
His publicist helped calm him down.
Okay. All right. What are your deal breakers?
Nobody that is getting out of jail. Nobody. I can't do it no more.
Bingo.
Hear that? She can't do it anymore. She's done it plenty of times before. Ma'am, that's your level. The fact that you even entertained a dude who was just getting out of jail should show you what level you're on. You telling me in your 40s you entertain men who are just getting out of jail? That's your level, baby. There's millions of women who would never even considering a motherfucker who just got out of jail. So that should tell you something. You don't get to level up now. Why would you level up now? What has upgraded in the past 30 years where you think now I don't tolerate men who just got out of jail now? How have you improved to make you think you could up that standard now?
Nobody. I can't do it no more. Nobody that at 51 you should have everything pretty much together. And I'm at the point in my life where I can't draw up a blueprint anymore to try to,
Did the
help.
last guy you date, was he just getting out of jail?
Yeah.
Look, I don't like making fun of the mentally retarded. I don't. And I'm like, seriously, like, oh my goodness, man. I'm not making fun of her. I'm not trying to make fun of her. These are the type of people who need handlers. When I say they shouldn't be left to their own devices, this is what I'm talking about. Poor baby, she don't know any better, man. This is why they supposed to be controlled. I'm just gonna press play.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you meet
Not
him when he got out of jail, or did you meet him while he was in jail?
well, I've known him for like 20 years before. And then it's like when anybody go to jail, they call me. It's crazy. People from my past, they'll call me, I'm doing really good in my life.
Right.
All right, let's talk. Let's just talk a bit. Look, I hope she is doing really well financially. Seriously. I mean, clearly this is a trashy woman, but I'm not even knocking her for just being trash. I mean, yeah, I get it. Trashy people exist. And look, I hope she is doing good financially. But ma'am, I said this on another stream. When your deal breakers are the only thing that's approaching you, it's time to hang up the jersey for your sake. I don't want men to keep doing what they're gonna do because that's your level and keep chipping away at your soul. The best thing for you and your children and your personal well-being would be to just stop dating, man. You don't qualify for anything that's going to be beneficial to your life. Flat out. I'm not trying to be funny at all. You are going to keep getting negative results in the dating market based on what you are. So seriously, no, all jokes aside, please stop dating for your own sake, for your own mental health and your own spiritual well-being. No jokes.
Good in my life, and I have a soft spot for people getting their lives together.
Okay.
But I
But
just
that didn't work out. So no more halfway house homes.
girl,
No more they gonna give you, no more they gonna give your address so they can get out you're not gonna be the address for the parole officer anymore.
Kendra is clowning. See, but y'all love her so much. Y'all get on here. I love you so much, Kendra. I'm so proud of you. Y'all be sucking her sphincter so hard, but she clown y'all when y'all come on her platform. I just want everybody to keep that in mind. She love her cousins so much, but she stay clowning her cousins. No, I really wasn't trying to be funny. Seriously, she should really stop dating.
Address for the parole officer anymore.
no, and I never was gonna do that in the first place. I wasn't gonna do that in the first place, but I just don't want to draw you know how you draw the stick man?
Yes.
I don't want to draw the blueprint for your life,
The blueprint for
a person's life, a man's life. Come already with a plan, come already with a house, a car, your mental stable, come healed.
That is not going to happen. No way. No how. Youngster.
Like I really be trying to be respectful. Like seriously though, like this is somebody's mother. This is somebody's daughter. But like they literally be begging to be roasted. They're literally coming on the internet basically begging to be roasted. It's all in good fun, man. But this sometimes I do be serious when I say some of this. Well, a lot of times I be serious. I mean, I say it in a joking way, but probably most of the shit I say on my channel is serious. I don't hate this woman. I don't wish any ill on her. But oh my goodness, man. Oh my, I'm gonna just press play.
Come already with a plan, come already with a house, a car, your mental stable, come healed.
Come healed. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. All right. So should he look a certain way?
Mutual attraction.
Mutual attraction. Okay.
Yeah.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes.
Ooh, okay, let's get to it. How much money?
I think them just got a lot of fucking audacity.
Well, thanks for tuning into today's episode.
Money.
Yes.
Ooh, okay, let's get to it. How much money you need to make, girl?
I'll start at 85,000.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
What? What are you talking about?
Hell no!
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
Goodness. She'll do the bros a favor and start at 85K, y'all. She's a generous woman. She'll start at 85K. Yeah, I think Sheila got it right. She qualified for 20K at best. At best. 20K. Look, honestly, let me be real. If she could find a homeless dude who willing to keep the house clean and just be a good man to her and not cheat on her, come home every night, she hit the jackpot.
Need to make, girl?
I'll start at 85,000.
85K. So we went from getting out of jail, which I know that had to be no money.
No money.
Okay. So we raised the bar to 85K. Okay.
That
Anything
was
lower than
that was
85K, don't reach out to you.
that particular person was just somebody that I gave a chance to. That wasn't, somebody that that I just had known in the 90s. Don't go back digging up the 90s because people are not people are not who they were in the 90s. So I learned my lesson.
Oh my goodness, man. People who aren't who they were in the 90s. This is I'm not gonna go hard because I do kind of feel sorry for her. Yeah, man. 85K. These women are slow. I'm starting to feel sorry for them now. My fucking stream deck is so slow. I'm thinking it's just because it's so many memes on it.
They were in the 90s. So I learned my lesson.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the final straw? I'm just curious. What was the lesson breaker?
Taking a trip and the person didn't have any money and it was just embarrassing.
Okay. Okay. That was it. Okay. Okay. We'll keep it going. All right.
Why would a nigga who just got out of jail have some money? What? Never mind.
Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. I got you walking all over my house.
Okay, we see you.
What kind of shit is that?
Okay, we see you. You like pink?
I love pink.
It's a lot of pink.
It's
All
my
right.
happy place.
Okay, I like pink too. When was your last relationship?
2018.
2018. Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
2018.
Okay. Was that the jail guy?
No.
When did the jail guy end?
2014 or something like that.
Oh, so that was before. Okay, got you. So
Yeah, I just learned my lesson, but I know a lot of people, so people call me.
I thought the way you said it was he was like the last guy you dated.
No, he wasn't the last guy I dated.
Okay. All right, 2018. So what are we? 2015. So 2025. So was that 7 years ago?
8 years ago.
8 years ago?
Yeah.
No, 8 years ago been 2026. You said 2018.
Okay, 7 years ago. It was August. It was August
Oh no, maybe you're
2018.
right. Okay, one of them. Okay, we
So
got
it's
you.
gonna be this year, August, and this year it'll be 8 years.
Okay, okay. Maybe it's 8 years. My math could be wrong.
Mine
Okay.
too, but it was
Okay. Maybe it's 8 years. My math can be wrong.
Mine
Okay.
too, but it was 2018.
So now, are you on a celibacy or abstinence journey?
Well, not on purpose, but it's just I've been on a healing journey. I've been on a recovery journey since 2010, and I've worked on myself. I've healed myself. I completely changed my life, and I know what I want. And I'm just not gonna deal with somebody just to say I have a man.
Got you. Fair enough. All right. 3 flaws we have to work on.
Market has spoken. It's been 7 years. It's going on a decade. We're working on a decade. The market has spoken, baby. You can still live a fulfilling life, a full, fulfilling life. Man.
Impulsiveness. And if you cross the boundary, I don't double back.
No double back.
No. And I overanalyze stuff. A lot of times I'm right.
Ooh, a lot of times she's right, she said.
Many times I'm right, but I'm working on like calming it down a little bit.
Okay.
Cause I be in my head and I'll examine like everything. So.
Okay. All right. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm mentally stable, financially stable, and I'm a very good person. I'm loyal.
Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
You don't want to believe it.
His publicist helped calm him down.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
Okay. All right. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm mentally stable.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna.
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep rolling.
true. This is not. Doesn't even make sense.
Because I'm mentally stable, financially stable, and I'm a very good person. I'm loyal.
You just saying anything now, ho.
And I'm a very good person. I'm loyal. I'm wife material.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna.
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep
true.
rolling.
This is not. Doesn't even make sense.
Goodness. She says she wife material.
Like what? What?
Ma'am, I don't know what to say. You're not wife material. For so many different reasons. The metal in your face, the tattoos on your tit, the pink eyeshadow, the dealing with niggas in jail, kids out of wedlock, divorce already under your belt, out of a relationship almost a decade. See, women get stuck in their ways once they've been single for so long. She used to doing things how she want, when she want. It would be hard to get on a man's program at this point. You are definitely not relationship material, let alone marriage material. But we tell women to just have confidence no matter what. Just confidence, confidence, confidence. Confidence doesn't conquer all. It really doesn't. It's good to have confidence, but it doesn't conquer all. Especially in the dating market.
Financially stable, And I'm a very good person. I'm loyal. I'm wife material.
What makes you wife material?
Knowing what I want, as far as the woman that I am, and staying in my own lane and allowing him to be a man and do his own thing so we can mutually meet in the middle and come together and create something special. I keep my house clean.
That's bait. See, man, the bar's in hell for women to be deemed a good woman and wife material. I'm gonna let a man be a man, and I keep my house clean. That's why you wife material. The standard for being a good wife is it's in Hades, man. The standard for being a good the standard for being a good husband is in heaven, and the standard for being a good wife is in hell. All you gotta do is cook, clean, and shut the fuck up. And cooking and cleaning is just part of being an adult living in the house. Oh my goodness.
I keep my house clean. I know about all the domestics, but I'm a good friend. I'm a good friend.
You're a good friend. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Let me see what this question is. Sam Major said, the broke dude doesn't get ready for the 85K dude. The broke dude doesn't get you ready for the 85K dude.
He wasn't supposed to. I was already ready before him. So he's not supposed to get me ready. That's just something that I felt like sharing because
Which is why you're not wife material and why you're not mentally stable. You said you was mentally stable. Mentally stable people would know I shouldn't share on a dating show that I fuck with a dude who just got out of jail. That lowers your stock. If you were mentally stable, you would know that.
that's just something that I felt like sharing because it was in between situations. But no, he wasn't going to get me ready, but he definitely confirmed it.
Let me ask you this. I'm assuming you've dated men that make 85K or more.
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
And I mean, yeah.
What was you gonna say?
I'm around a lot of doctors. I have a
Is this camera on me? Yes, it's on. That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Okay, you're around a lot of doctors. But they're not snatching you up, baby. See, the more she talk, the worse it get. Obviously, doctors don't see the value in you. Or you wouldn't have been single for 7 years. They think they're raising their stock. I mean, she's trying to like make up for the fact that she lowered her stock by saying she fucked with a nigga who just got out of jail. So now she thinks she's gonna raise her stock by saying I'm around a lot of doctors. It don't work that way. It just don't. And yeah, I'm gonna wait for the meme to load. Y'all already know what meme I'm talking about. It's gonna be worth the wait.
Fight for my life.
Let me tell you something right now. It don't work that way.
I'm around a lot of doctors. I have a lot of doctor friends and a lot, in the medical field. So, and I have friends, but and I've dated, but if the first thing that's on your mind or the conversations are sex and I don't see a future or I don't see purpose in the conversation, then
Yeah. That's all anybody's gonna be interested in, baby. I'm sorry. Especially if you're talking about dudes who make 85K, 100K. Even if she is getting some type of attention from those dudes, it's just gonna be for sex. They thought you were low hanging fruit that they can get some quick sex from. See, this is why it's important to know what you are in the dating market. Confidence is cool, but realism is cooler. Like, because see, if you know, like, look, I'm a 3 at best. So if I got some motherfucker making 100K hollering at me, I don't even need to entertain it because I already know it's a practical joke and he just wants some buns at best. So let me not even waste my time and get my hopes up.
I don't see a future or I don't see purpose in the conversation, then I won't deal with it.
Okay.
But yeah.
Because I was gonna say, whenever someone says these are the men in their surroundings, the first thing people gonna say is, "Well, why you not with those guys?"
Right. And they're no different than the other guys. They're no different than anybody else.
Because it's you. Because it's you, man. You're gonna get the same results no matter what type of guy it is. Low hanging fruit at best. I'm not trying to be mean, but like if you the quicker you snap out of this delusion, the better off you'll be.
Different than anybody else. If we're not matching communication wise and you know what we want, the long-term goal and the relationship goal, then that person is no different than a person that makes 50K.
Ooh, okay. So
You
you're
know what I'm
saying
saying?
good. So if a guy makes a salary but not in alignment with you, he might as well make 50K. So the
Might
money
as
is not
well.
that important to you. That's just the preference.
Yeah, that's just a preference. I just would prefer the person have just be stable in their own life, you know, to where I don't have to come in like the cleanup woman and help, you know. I just don't want to do that.
I understand what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
so we got it clear, Sam. All right, so we got Micah Peoria, 51. What's the age range? Is it Micaiah? How you say it again?
No, it's Micah.
It's Micah, man. Oh my God, Kendra, I know you dyslexic or whatever the fuck, but Micah is Micah. There's no getting around that. There's just Micah is Micah. Like nobody. Oh my gosh.
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, I just said it right. Oh, I said it right the first time. Okay, I never get the
Yeah.
names right, child. What's your favorite number?
2.
Okay. Okay, so your name Micah2.
Mm-hmm.
That's not taken. So
Okay.
make that your username,
Okay.
Micah2, and the
Mm-hmm.
guy can reach out to you on the Kendra G Singles dating app.
Okay.
Okay. I wish
Thank
you the
you.
best, honey.
Thank you so much, Kendra. Keep doing what you're doing. I've been watching you for years, and I've been watching you for years. I just didn't have the courage to come on, but I feel
I understand. It takes a lot of courage to call this show, child. But listen, the great
Take a lot of stupidity to call this show. I mean, all people are gonna do is roast you in the comments section, and coming on Kendra G doesn't change your sexual marketplace value. I mean, I get it; it puts you out there more, but it's not worth it. I don't think. I just don't think it's worth it. You shouldn't even still be dating at these ages. Just never mind.
greater good is you potentially putting yourself out there for someone you can get matched with.
okay.
That's the greater good. So if you keep the greater good in mind, hopefully we can find you a match.
Okay, that's why I did it tonight.
That's right. I'm wishing
Take
the best.
care.
So make your username
Micah
MIC.
too.
All right, let's go over a dude for a change.
Are you driving, sir?
Yeah, I just got off work.
Can you pull over?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm on the freeway.
Okay. You got one of them. You got one of them radio voices. Yeah, this is time for midnight love, ladies. I know you just got off work, but I'm gonna put you in the mood. Y'all know I come from radio. Kendra G singles, the dating app.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
App is available now on iPhones and Android phones. All right, so pull over. We can't talk to you while you're driving.
All right, I'll pull over right now.
Yes, comments. So comment section. Y'all see y'all turned your asses off because the last lady was nervous. So y'all got to be on point.
Yeah, we not nervous.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
Derek.
Derek. You pulled over? Okay, I'm gonna wait till you pull over.
Okay.
Can't have an accident looking for love. What Okay, they said don't make Derek nervous. Okay, give me the basics, but still look at the road. Where are you calling us from?
I'm in California.
Okay. How old are you?
49.
49. So I don't want you to look at us. You got to be safe because I really can't talk. God forbid you get into an accident, child, while you talking to us.
I'm being safe.
Just the whole child thing, like, it's just stupid, man. They just be saying shit. Maybe I'm sensitive. I don't want to be called child. I get it. It's slang for the old mammies, but just never mind.
Into an accident, child, while you talking to us.
I'm being safe.
Huh?
I'm being safe.
The ladies want me to keep you, so normally I would just hang up. But the ladies told me, don't you hang up on no damn Derek.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
What part of California?
I'm in the IE, but I work in LA.
Okay. 49.
Let's see if I can, Kendra been talking about all these delusional men who come on her show. Y'all don't give the same heat to all the delusional men. Men don't even come on your show like that. So that in itself is a stupid argument for that reason. But let's see if we can call out the brothers just as much as we call out the sisters. Kendra been talking about what about the delusional men? Let's see if this man is delusional. But I want to point something out real quick.
What part of California?
I'm in the
Bingo. Right there. Big ass tattoo on his hand. I'm gonna try to be as critical as possible. Now, if I was a woman reviewer, I would be talking about his bald head because that's how shallow women are. But I'm not that shallow. Who gives a fuck if he got a bald head? I just now recently knew that people thought it was that big of a deal if a motherfucker got a bald head. I never knew it was that big of a deal. But we will take some points off for a big ass tattoo on his hand. That's rarely ever a good sign. Almost never a good sign. X Street nigga, what? Bad decision making skills for sure. Even in my young dumb stage, I wouldn't have got a big ass tattoo on my hand. So we taking off points for that.
IE, but I work in LA.
Okay. 49. What you do for a living?
I'm a location manager for TV show.
Okay, location manager.
Let's see what that make. You know how much women care about money? A location manager for a TV show. Well, for a TV show make. Well, he live in LA, so a location manager for 135,000. So what's that in LA? Like, it ain't bad money no matter where you are. I don't give a fuck. But maybe somebody can help me out in the live chat. What's 135K in California? I know it ain't big dog shit like it would be in, I mean, in Ohio or whatever, but or Idaho. Let's see. On smaller projects, the average salary can be around 118,000. So let's split the difference. We'll just say 125,000. I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Master of Blackjack is saying they make like 40 to 50K. But I'll go by what I say in California? On a TV show make in California. Typically earns. Okay, man, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna say he makes six figures. Fuck it. That's what I'm able to find. So he good money. And apparently the women think he handsome. They said don't hang up on Derek. He make 100K. The women think he handsome. He rolling. Only points I could take off is big ass hand tattoo. But women like that too. So he on the roll.
Location manager for TV show.
Okay, location manager. Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I have a 17-year-old daughter.
All right. Have you ever been married?
Yes.
When did you get divorced?
2020.
2020.
Yeah.
And what's the zodiac sign?
Aquarius.
Aquarius. All right, Derek.
Okay, so he's been married before, divorced. Statistically speaking, the woman filed. 17-year-old daughter. Most women probably aren't going to be super thrilled about that because she's old enough to give the woman smoke, like real smoke. Um, so, but he's willing to marry a bitch though. So these washed up women on the Kendra G show, they should like that.
Zodiac sign.
Aquarius.
Aquarius. All right, Derek. How much? Are you close to this exit?
Yeah, it's like a half a mile. It's just so much traffic on the freeway.
Oh, you on a freeway?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't look at us. You gotta look at the road. Derek, California, LA, 49 Aquarius. He's a location manager.
This nigga trying to read the comments, so that's a red flag for me. If I was vetting for my daughter, like, bro, why you worried about the comments? Let these bitches worried about the comments. You here to handle business as a man. Fuck them comments, man. I'm like, why do this nigga keep looking at the phone? She's saying look at the the road, and he's still looking at the screen because he's trying to read the comments. But I get it. Men don't get compliments, so if they saying nice stuff, he happy and giddy, like, and keep looking at them. I get it, bro. But come on, man, just look at the road. You can watch the replay to see what the bitch is talking about.
LA, 49 Aquarius. He's a location manager for a TV show. Dad to a 17-year-old, was once married. What kind of woman you looking for, Derek?
Somebody who's, got their career chosen or their life established. Somebody that's kind of honest with themselves, so they don't have to worry about being honest with me. And preferably somebody with kids that are, maybe teenagers or older.
Okay. Kids.
So I get it. He has a 17-year-old. But men are different. Men are different. See, a man having kids isn't the same deal breaker it is for women as it is for men. So a man could actually, and then he got an older daughter too. So he could say, I mean, look, she living her own life. She ain't really a factor in the relationship. So he could really say, no kids. Did anybody catch how old he is? Did anybody remember how old he is? If they could drop that in the chat. So, like I said, I'm giving him 6 figures. 6 figures. Women find him handsome. He don't gotta date a bitch with kids. Flat out. I know it ain't fair, but hey, that's how it work. So yeah, if I had to give him any advice, I would say don't fuck with a bitch with kids. He 49. All right, let's talk about it. He's 50 years old. At least I think 100K in California, which is what, maybe 70 everywhere else. But either way, what would I advise him if he looking for a serious relationship? Shit, get his passport. But see, I always tell dudes, I mean, but I get he can't just up and leave his job or whatever. But if he just insisted on being in a serious relationship or whatever, I would tell him to get his passport and find a woman somewhere else and bring her back if you have to. But I mean, normally I wouldn't advise men to bring the women back. But if you don't have any other choice, then that would be your best option in America. But at 50, it's just 50 is a rough age. It's a rough age in the sense of like me trying to give dating advice. I don't know if he's. I mean, could he get a 25-year-old? Maybe. It's just socially awkward because nobody else accepts it. You know, when you show up with a 24-year-old, 25-year-old, 26-year-old. But I just say this: I would tell him not to date over 30. These women are horrible after 30. I would tell him anywhere between 25 and 30. Single women over 30 just aren't good women, generally speaking. I can't advise any man to try to. If you want to do it, just know what you're getting yourself into. You're looking for a needle in a haystack. As far as a good woman over 30 to build a life with. So honestly, I would tell him this. I know I'm scattered with all this, but I would tell him live out girlfriend at best, bro. And then yeah, it also matters if you want more children. Yeah. Yeah, maybe he can get a job in Canada or something. Yeah. Let's continue. Live out girlfriend at best.
Teenagers and older.
Okay. Kids. Also, I like this. You want a woman with kids?
I mean, if
See, man, shut the man. Shut the.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But niggas spy out you, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
You happy because you got nothing but the train wreck, washed up baby mamas by 5 different baby daddy bitches who are on your show. So of course you would be happy, even though it's a horrible deal for men 99% of the time. Yeah, I'm sure you are happy. If he a good dude, I don't know if he is a good dude, but if he is a good dude, he'd be better off, yeah, getting a 25, 26-year-old with a good history, which is very hard to find these days. And maybe give her well, I don't know if I could advise that. Give her a baby in America. I can't really advise a man to do that. But if he insisted, I would say try your hardest to find the best 25 to 30-year-old. And if she want a baby, maybe give her a baby. If that's what you want. It's a really good chance that's not going to work out for you in the long run, but if that's really what you want, I would stick in that age range.
Kids. Also, I like this. You want a woman with kids?
He didn't say he wanted a woman with kids. I don't think he said I want a woman with kids. I think he said if she have kids, I would want them to be a certain age. But yeah, you getting too excited, Kendra. Master of Blackjack says he's too low energy for any chick under 40. This guy chills in a lazy boy. I mean, yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. I'm low energy. I mean, I don't know if y'all probably can't tell from the show, but I just be chilling, man. I don't like motherfuckers with big personalities. Chill, man. You fucking up my vibe. But um, yeah, he don't need to fuck with no bitch from America. Flat out, flat the fuck out. It's that simple. That's all I can say.
I mean, if they're gonna have kids,
Okay.
somebody that got kids that are not too young.
Shout out to my single moms. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers are probably women with younger kids, just because it's a lot that come with those relationships.
So okay, let's get there. What's the youngest kid?
Probably 13.
Okay. 13. Okay.
Like 13. Yeah.
All right, 13. Should she any more deal breakers?
Um, no smokers.
No smokers. Okay.
No smokers. Confidence. Somebody who's very confident.
Okay. Want a confident woman. Do you want her?
All right, let's talk about that for a second. A confident woman. Ah, that's tricky. It's usually going to be narcissism. Women, most woes don't know how to balance confidence and humility. I mean, most people don't. Let me just be real. Most men don't either. Most men don't know how to balance that. Most men are either going to be borderline like low self esteem or extreme low self esteem, or a big ego. Most men are one of those two. Most men don't have what it takes to balance confidence and humility. But in my opinion, but if you in modern 2025 times talking about you want a confident woman, she probably gonna be an egomaniac. And y'all probably gonna butt heads a lot. And is there a correlation between a confident woman and an opinionated woman? Because an opinionated woman is a pain in the ass.
Okay. Want a confident woman. Do you want her to be in California?
That'd be nice.
Okay. Cali area. Oh, you definitely gotta keep, because you gotta, when you pull over, you guys do the Kendrick cam too. Should she look a certain way?
I mean, just natural, as natural as can be. You know what I mean? Somebody that can wake up how they go to sleep.
Okay. Wake up how you go to sleep. So look the same, ladies, how you go to bed.
Oh, that's not most BWs right there. Like, so you just eliminated what? 85% of BW. I mean, you just eliminated probably 97% of Kendra G, 99% of Kendra G watchers. What up, Axel?
Look the same, ladies, how you go to bed.
Yeah, I don't want to go out and you look different all the time.
Yeah,
I'm cool with
okay.
changing up though. I don't have no problem with doing your hair different, cutting to keep it long, whatever you want to do with yourself. I'm cool with, but just somebody that's more natural than
Okay. He wants a natural girl. Should she make a certain amount of money?
Nah, I don't care about how much money they make, as long as they can take care of themselves. I
Okay.
want the things that I do for them. I want that to be stuff that I do, not stuff that I gotta do.
Okay, so the things you do for your woman is stuff you want to do, not that you have to do.
Yeah.
Okay. The Kendrick.
It's a good. I like that. Yeah, I like that. See, yeah, I would need a woman that got something going on for herself, not just like McDonald's or Lowe's. Like, I I feel like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth, but because some would say, "Oh, you speak against women being career women," but Look, if you over a certain age, yeah, I want you to have something going for yourself. Have something to lose. Fucking around with bum bitches. Nah. See, if she in her early 20s, that's different. But a woman over 30, no, you can't be a bum bitch over 30. Like, no, you gotta have something going for yourself. And it speaks somewhat to your character. It can. I'm not saying there aren't good people who kind of just never really was super ambitious or whatever, and they just work at some dead end job. You can still be a good person, but I would say there is some type of correlation. Like once you're over 30, like did you do anything with your life? So yeah, definitely no bitches that work at the fucking weave store at 36.
Want to do, not that you have to do.
Yeah.
Okay. The Kendrick Cam is next, but he's about to get to an exit.
Yeah, I'm
So I'll go to the
at the
question
exit
after
now.
that. When was your last relationship?
Probably it ended in November last year.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Well, look, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's a red flag for men too. It's like, okay, it didn't work out with your baby mama. I don't know if you married your baby mama. You got married and divorced. And y'all know what I say about being over like 35, 40 and still getting into failed relationships. That's kind of a red flag. All the kinks should have been worked out. Your pickers should have been together. Everything should have been together. Dating after 40. If you still dating after 40, the person you pick after 40 should be your lifelong partner for the most part. I know shit happened, but it is a red flag to me if motherfuckers still getting into failed relationships over 40.
Answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Probably around November last year.
Okay. And they want me to ask you your age range. You're 49.
I'm open. I'm open. I don't have a age preference. Just somebody not too young, but I'm open.
Okay. Nobody with an age preference. Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Um, Probably money management. Just the way I manage my money. Because I got used to just living a certain way and spending a certain way. So kind of getting used to that. And then
God, T Orlando. T Orlando. He says, I'm 46. Am I supposed to stop trying? T Orlando, you're a womanizer. Like, what are we talking about, sir? What the fuck are we talking about? Like, okay. X says, as long as she. Okay, yeah, you trolling me. You trolling me, T Orlando. As long as she has a job, I don't care. And I'll even let her be a housewife, but she better be submissive to me. X, I don't know, man. I mean, you do you, but I don't know, man, about that. Just my humble opinion. Making a woman a stay at home. I know you love women, T Orlando. I know you love women. You love swimming in women. I don't know if you love women. You like women's bodies and vagina. You like the validation you get from women. I don't know if you love women, but let's not go too deep. But making a woman a stay at home, a housewife. T Orlando, you trolling me, bro. He says I'm looking for a woman. I'm looking for a good woman to build a life with. No, you're not, T Orlando. I'm pretty sure we talked about this before. I think you already said you would never. You would never be faithful to a woman. X says he hasn't dated in 6 years. How old are you, X? Yeah, let me know how old you are, X. Because I'm just making a woman a housewife. Nah, she would have to be 18 to 25. She would have to be 18 and 25. T Orlando saying he's not trolling. Sheila thinks you're trolling. Okay, T Orlando, maybe he's being vulnerable. Maybe he's really not trolling. Okay, cool. I'll acknowledge it. So he says, I would love to find a good woman. That's what T Orlando says. Okay, but you would cheat on her, right? Like I need to get this part figured out. So let's say you find this good woman. She would be a good woman who's okay with you having sex with other women, right? And that's funny. Positive Journey says, I had a baddie stand me up. All I wanted to do was hit and bounce, but Pookie beat me to the punch. Yeah, it'd be like that, man. It'd be like that. I mean, at this point in my life, I don't know, man. I've never been a one night stand kind of guy. Um, I've never been a one night stand type of guy. This okay, I see this nigga trolling, man. T Orlando Night saying, see what happened when I opened my heart and soul. Yeah, this nigga cap. This nigga trolling. Did X tell me how old he was? X, how old are you? Um, or maybe I missed the message, but yeah, as far as making a woman a housewife, she would have to be 18 to 25. I don't trust any other woman to be a housewife other than a woman who I molded. Like, yeah, nah, I wouldn't trust it.
Okay, I'm off the freeway. I'm gonna pull over right now. What else?
Let's talk about it. So, T Orlando, you still didn't answer my question about if you would cheat on this hypothetical good woman that came into your life. Because I mean, if you would cheat on her, then you don't deserve a good woman in your life, sir. I mean, with all due respect. Okay, X is 63. Okay. Modern Heart and Soul channel now. Okay, X. Yeah, I wouldn't. If you're 63, no. No. What's the youngest you would date, X? Let me know what's the youngest you would date, X. It's gonna be probably over 30 or something. Like, nah, I wouldn't. No, no, no. But I'll let you answer. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm not commenting on T Orlando anymore, based on what he just said. But okay, X. Yeah, you should. I don't know where you're from, X, or I don't know where you live, X. But yeah, you should get you just get you a. Well, no, I guess answer that question first. What's the youngest you would um? What's the youngest you would go, X? What's the youngest woman you would make your housewife? I mean, I don't know if we're getting into creepy territory. I'm not calling you creepy, X, but I'm just saying like you can get you a little. You're gonna live to 100, X. So get you a little 20-year-old to live out your next 40 years with. Wait, hold on. Oh, I don't know if X is okay. So I think X is saying the youngest he would date is 63. I think you're saying that. Um. Oh well, there might be a 60. Oh yeah, you can retire a 63-year-old. Okay, that makes more sense then. All right, that makes more sense. If you can find an older lady to retire and just have her just take care of the house and cook, that could work. I could see that. A widow or something. That'd be okay. That makes sense. I ain't mad at it now. Um, X is twice divorced. Okay, well, yeah.
probably my willingness to stay around. You know what I mean, and probably work on some stuff.
Okay.
You know, because I'm a communicator, but when I see stuff, you know, that I don't like, I just go the other direction. I don't waste my time.
Okay. And that was two?
That was two.
We got three. One more.
The last thing is probably just staying in the gym, staying fit. You know what I mean? Making sure I keep working on myself.
Okay. And why would a woman be like?
So T Orlando says, I need to find someone to plant seed, don't want to waste my good genes and parental skills. Well, you got a little bit of a bag, T Orlando, so T Orlando is 46, so you can get you a 22-year-old, 23. Yeah. You say you fuck with women in their early 20s, so she not gonna be a baddie though. Like, this is why I say baddies are overrated. But see, T Orlando, I don't know who I could, even if I like had a roster of women, pretty young women, I don't know if I could in good faith send one of them to you. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess there are women out there who are cool with a dude doing what he does in the streets, long as he don't bring her back no STDs, and long as he don't get no other women pregnant, and long as he paying the bills, she don't give a damn. So that's what you need, T Orlando. That's what I'm gonna advise for T Orlando. Find you a woman that's 21 to 25 who's okay with you having sex with other women, long as you pay the bills, and she's willing to be, a stay at home, I guess, mother, stay at home mom. I don't know. I can't see it, T Orlando, man. I just can't see it because you're going. I don't know, man. I feel like you just would be reckless. Not like far as raising a kid or nothing, but just you would have to be very clear with this woman what the expectation should be. Like, don't ask me nothing. If I don't come home till 3 in the morning, just take it. Like, I don't know, T Orlando. Ah,
Lucky to be with you, Derek.
I mean, obviously, I have a good lifestyle. I'm a communicator. Um,
okay, T Orlando. Okay, T Orlando is saying, honestly, at 46, I'm working as much as I do. And working as much as I do, I'm not really in the streets. But that's not the vibe I get from what you say in this chat, T Orlando. Oh, what a coinky dink. Sheila is gonna be 46 in September. Look, I don't want to comment on the Sheila and T Orlando saga. I don't want to. I don't want to comment. But not that there is a saga, but y'all know what I'm talking about. T Orlando's trying to bag Sheila. Look, I'm not. I'm not even gonna comment on it. Okay, I'm done with it. T Orlando says I really don't be fucking that much. If I found my Sheila, it wouldn't be difficult. Okay, I'll just say okay. X says I date 25 on up. I would date a older woman as well. I don't really have an age restriction. Okay. Well, if you're looking to make a woman where do you live, X? Women from America just aren't really worth um making housewives, man. They just don't appreciate shit. They just don't. Um, so I don't know what to say about that. I really don't. Because it would be like a I mean, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, X. So I don't want to be like a sugar daddy, sugar baby. Like, I don't want them to use you for your money. And if they're in their 20s, I mean, there's that dynamic. Like, Woe should just be for sale, man. Fuck this trying to make a relationship work with them. Woes, maybe we should just start making business deal with Woes. Look, you're my employee. blow me when I want blown, cook and clean, take care of this kid. I put you in you. Like, just be my employee. Fuck all this romantic relationship shit. That would be the best setup for men and women from now on. This is a business relationship. And it need to be set up where if the woe break the contract, there's heavy penalty on her. But I'm pretty sure I'm at 2 hours now. Yep. All right, I had fun with y'all. Remember, how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. He's gonna ask you about that shit when you meet him. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play asshole on the internet. I've never done anything remotely wrong my entire life ever. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Um, I'm not gonna be doing lives starting. It's messed up. T. Orlando says he was in court today. Husband took care of wife for 41 years. She divorced him. Yeah, see, see. It just ain't worth. Yeah, they not worth taking care of and making housewives. Ex. Live out girlfriend at best, ex. I came to my conclusion. If you need somebody to clean and cook, hire a fucking a maid and a cook. Flat out. I just can't advise anything else. So tomorrow will probably be the last live until Sunday. So it's gonna be a slow week of lives. I'll just say that. Oh, that's crazy. X said I could be another KS and make a couple. Oh my god. I know I'm staying out of it. I'm staying out of that. Oh, that's messed up. Dude has dementia and she was asking for more money. Yeah, they cold blooded, man. They cold blooded. So yeah, tomorrow will be the last stream until Sunday or Monday. I'll just say that. Got a couple things to do here and there, make a couple moves. Maybe I'll tell y'all about it Sunday or Monday. So tomorrow, 3 hours, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happened tomorrow. I ain't gonna make no promises, but we'll see what happened tomorrow. As far as a 3 hour stream. No promises. But maybe at worst, maybe a free 2 hour stream if I don't get the donations up. Maybe something like that, Master of Blackjack. Maybe something like that. Okay, that's what's up to Orlando. I'll hold you to it. I'll hold you to it. I'm gonna miss you guys. You know? I mean, I'll still be dropping my regular episodes this week though. So I'll still be tapping in, just not live. But all right, I'll see y'all tomorrow.